Hi guys, it's been a long day, but don't fall asleep on me just yet. We're going to do a lovely light enhancing sequence. So dim the lights and get cosy. It's time to unwind. We're going to start by lying on our back. Our legs are out nice and wide. Hands down by your sides with your palms facing upwards. And just give yourself a little bit of movement on the mat. Just stretching through the legs and through the arms, releasing any little bit of tension from the day before we come to rest in stillness and just feel our body on the mat. Starting to inhale through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose, deeply into the belly. And exhaling through the mouth. And we'll just do one more of those. Inhale through the nose, feeling the belly expand. And exhaling to release every little bit of tension from the day. And let your breath return to its normal rhythm. I want you to imagine that there's a bright light at the top of your head. A lovely, glowing, bright white light, starting at the crown of your head. And on every inhale, this light gets a bit brighter and starts to grow. And on every exhale, you start to release a little bit more into the mat. Inhaling as the light grows and starts to spread. Coming down across your face and across the back of your head. Coming down past your neck, across your shoulders. Coming down into your arms, down into your chest. Moving down past your elbows and your mid-back. Into your forearms, and moving down past your ribs and your belly. This light getting brighter and whiter as it goes. This light filling every cell in your body as it goes. Moving into your hands and across your belly and your lower back. And as it grows, it heals your body. Every in-breath filling your body with this beautiful white light. Moving down past the pelvis and the hips. Moving into your thighs. Down past your knees. And into your calves. Illuminating and healing as it goes. Before coming down past your ankles, into your feet, the tops of your feet and the soles of your feet, and your toes. Your whole body illuminated and glowing with this beautiful white light. And start to bring your awareness to your breath. Every time you inhale, this light just gets brighter. And as you exhale, you sink a little bit deeper into the mat. And then we're going to reach your hands up overhead, stretching out through the fingers and toes, stretching out through the heels, circling the wrists and ankles, circling them one way and then the other. And these are just gentle stretches. We don't want to wake the body up. We want to bring everything down. We want you to take your time and just really start to unwind the body. Bringing your knees into your chest. And you can bring your toes together, knees apart. And you can keep your eyes closed here just to maintain that nice sense of calm that you're probably feeling right now. And give yourself a little rock from side to side. Shoulders are relaxed, hands are relaxed on your knees. Toes together, knees apart. Just rolling around on the sacrum, giving yourself a little lower back massage. We're going to bring both knees in towards your chest. Take your hands onto your right knee and bring your left foot to hover about an inch off the mat, reaching out through the heel. Draw that right knee towards your right armpit. And then as we exhale, we're going to change to draw the left knee towards your left armpit, reaching out through the heel of the right foot. Inhaling to change. And exhaling to change. Just opening up into the hips. Just a gentle little stretch. And just bringing a little bit of awareness to how your hips feel. They might feel tight after sitting in a chair or sitting at a desk all day or sitting in a car. So it's nice to get that little bit of opening. We'll just do one more on each side. And exhaling. Drawing both knees back in towards your chest, giving yourself another little rock on the sacrum. And then we're going to roll over onto our right hand side. So keeping the eyes closed here, taking a little moment. And we're going to draw ourselves into a tabletop position. So, in our tabletop, our wrists are directly under our shoulders, fingers spread wide, and our knees, we're just going to check that our knees are hip distance apart. So hip distance is the distance of 2 fists. So we walk the hands back out, fingers spread wide, wrists directly under your shoulders. We're going to drop the belly, and as we drop the belly, the chest comes forward and the head is the last thing to come up. Elbows are nice and soft. And then as we exhale, we're going to draw the belly towards the spine, rounding into the spine, pushing the mat away and bringing the crown of the head towards the mat. We inhale to tuck the pelvis, lifting the chest forward. And we exhale to draw the navel towards your spine, dropping the head and pushing the mat away. Inhale to shine your chest forward. Exhale, rounding the spine. And when we do this, we're warming up the spine and just stimulating blood flow to our spinal discs. And think of your spine like a bicycle chain. So we start the movement by starting at the base of the spine and then rounding, coming across the top of the spine. Inhaling as we shine the chest forward and the head comes up. Exhaling. And inhaling. Just 2 more of those. And reminding ourselves that all of these moves are nice and gentle. We don't want to introduce any stress into the body. We're just getting ready to go to bed. Then slowly walk your hands back towards your knees. Coming onto your knees. I'm going to check that the knees are hip distance apart again. And bring that right heel to the end of the mat. So we want to check that that right heel is directly in line with that left knee. The sole of the foot is flat to the mat. Placing that right hand onto your right hip, inhale to lift that left arm towards the sky. Inhale again. And exhale, folding to the right. Inhale as we come up. Exhale to fold. And we can close the eyes here, just to connect a little bit deeper to the movement. And on the next exhale, we're going to stay here for 3 breaths. You should feel an opening all along the side ribs. Relaxing our shoulders, relaxing our face. Inhale as we come up, reaching that hand down. We're going to bring that knee back in towards the center and bring the left heel to the end of the mat. So checking that that heel is directly in line with the right knee. Sole of the foot flat to the mat. Relax your shoulders down. Placing that left hand onto your left thigh. Lift that right arm towards the ceiling and exhale over to the left. Inhale to come up and exhale to fold. Inhaling and exhaling to fold. Really noticing that lovely opening in the ribs. Inhaling as we come up and placing that hand back down. Okay, from here, we're going to take hold of some cushions. So whatever you have in your room, we just want to elevate the pelvis a little bit. So sit on the edge of your cushion, and you're sitting right on the edge of the cushion. Bring your legs out wide, toes pointing back towards your face. And we sit on the cushion to elevate our pelvis, just to give us that straight spine. So bring the shoulders up towards the ears and back down. Rolling your shoulders up towards your ears and back down. Placing that left hand on the inside of your left thigh, inhale to reach that right arm up and reach over to the left. Inhale as we come up, reaching over to the right. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to place the inside of that left hand on the inside of your left leg. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling and exhale over to the left. Inhale as we come up, placing that right hand on the inside of your right leg and reaching over to the right. Inhale as we come up and exhale to fold. Inhale as we come up, exhaling to fold, and reminding yourself to close your eyes here. Sitting up on that block, and you might need another little bit of elevation for the next pose, so I'm going to take another cushion. I have very tight hips, so I like to get that little bit of elevation. So it helps me to get a nice straight spine. Bring the soles of your feet together and sitting up nice and tall, relax the shoulders down your back. And we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. So we can take hold of the toes as long as that doesn't mean you're rounding into your back. So bring the shoulders, spread the shoulders across the back, relax the shoulders down, and just take hold of your heels or your calves. Or you can bring your feet out in front of you. So as long as we maintain that straight spine, it doesn't really matter where the feet are, as long as you're comfortable. So we should feel this stretch on the inside of the pelvis. So placing your hands wherever's comfortable, closing the eyes. We're going to take 5 deep breaths here. And checking in with that belly breath. Are you still breathing deep into the belly? As we breathe in, the belly expands, and you'll feel your ribs expand. And as we exhale, the belly draws back towards the spine, and you relax a little bit more. When we breathe deep into our belly, this activates our parasympathetic nervous system, or our rest and digest mode. So this is telling our body it's okay to relax. Gently blinking the eyes open. We're going to draw both knees in together. We're going to come to sit on our bum, release the cushions, and come to lie down on our back. Now, both feet are about hip distance apart, and reach your hands down. See if you can feel your ankles. So that's about the distance your feet should be away from your sit bones. Hands are down by your side, palms facing down. We're going to inhale. And as we inhale, we press the lower back into the mat and start to lift the hips towards the ceiling. And exhale to lower. So we're going to try that again. Inhale. And as we exhale, we press the lower back into the mat, lifting the hips away from the mat. Imagine your back or your spine is like a bicycle chain and you're lifting it up bit by bit. Gently squeeze the glutes, gently squeeze the thighs, press into your feet, and then we exhale to lower vertebrae by vertebrae back to the mat. So hands down by your sides, inhale. And as we exhale, we're gently pressing that lower back into the mat, lifting the hips towards the ceiling, grounding into the feet, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the thighs, and exhaling to lower. Bring both knees in towards your chest and give yourself a little rock. And you should be feeling really sleepy at this stage. I know I am. And at this stage, if you're feeling really tired and you just want to go to bed, you can do that. But if you want to stay with us, we have a lovely Shavasana and a little meditation at the end. So placing both feet down towards the mat, bring your right ankle onto your left knee. Inhale. And as we exhale, draw that left knee towards your chest. We're going to bring our hands around the back of that left knee. And it's quite a strong pose on the hips, on the right and the left hip. So we're going to try and keep our shoulders on the mat. The neck is nice and long. Both feet are flexed. And we're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Drawing that left knee gently towards the chest. And every other part of your body is relaxed. It can be quite common for us to clench your jaw in these kind of positions. So just bring your attention to your jaw and try to relax it. Placing that left foot back on the mat, bring your right foot onto the mat, keeping the knee bent. Bend that left knee in towards the chest and place the ankle onto your right knee. Inhale as we draw that right knee towards the chest, taking hold of the back of the thigh, keeping your neck long and both shoulders on the mat, both feet are flexed, and we're going to take 4 deep breaths here. And remembering that lovely light sequence that we did at the start. Every time you breathe in, you fill yourself with light, and every time you exhale, you relax a little bit more into the pose. And exhaling, feeling the belly drop. Inhaling one more time. And exhale to release. Releasing that foot down towards the mat. And we're just going to check in with our hips compared to what we did at the start. So bring both knees in towards your chest. And draw the right knee in towards your chest. And bring that left leg long on the mat, reaching out through the heel. And notice if your hips feel a little bit more open. Inhaling and exhaling to change. Inhale and exhale. And one more. Bringing both knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. We have one more pose. And we're going to use our cushions again. So roll up to a seated position. And obviously you can use any cushions in your room or pillows. It really doesn't matter. So we're going to come to lie on our back with our feet together. Draw the cushions or pillows just under your knees. You can place your hands on your belly. And we're going to stay here for 10 breaths. And at this stage, you should be really relaxed. And if your mind starts to wander, it's perfectly fine. It's totally normal. Just bring your awareness back to your breath and the feeling of your belly as it rises and falls. Always trying to match the length of the exhale to the length of the inhale. So we can do this by adding a count to the breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. So we're just going to bring our legs out long and get ready for our final resting pose, Shavasana. So bringing your hands out wide and your legs out wide. You can stay here for another 10 or 15 minutes if you like. Thanks for taking the time to unwind with me tonight.